Now, the Prime Minister yesterday held a roundtable with representatives from the nuclear industry as a growing cross-party consensus has formed around the need for nuclear energy to provide that much-needed baseload energy in the UK. Oil and gas, whilst absolutely critical to our supply in the short term, is being phased out in the medium to long term. And it's finally dawned on our politicians that the sun does not always shine and the wind does not always blow. A consistent, reliable, powerful source of energy is needed, and nuclear has belatedly arrived as the answer. One nuclear power plant can provide 7% of the UK's electricity needs. Just one. And that would take up only 430 acres of UK soil. Now, under the coalition government, the Energy Department calculated that in order to get equivalent power generation from solar, only some of the time, of course, we would need 130,000 acres of land. For onshore wind, the equivalent would be 250,000 acres. And yet, one party is speaking out against this new science-led consensus on the need for new nuclear power in order to reach net zero. Who's against this pro-environment new nuclear policy? The Green Party. Yes, the Greens' only MP, Caroline Lucas, yesterday tweeted that, quote, nuclear is a slow and hugely costly distraction. She added that we needed an energy efficiency revolution and more renewables, not nuclear white elephants from a PM looking for shiny new vanity projects. The Green Party, however, can't say which specific renewables they'd want in order to deliver that extra capacity that's so desperately needed, in order to wean ourselves off foreign imports and to ensure the energy security to avoid further rising bills for families and businesses in the future. Under the Greens, what renewables would we have? How do we account for the times of day when they simply do not work? And where on earth will we put them? Well, these are pertinent questions for the Green Party, and I'll tell you why. Just over a week ago, the Greens won a county council seat from the Tories in a by-election in Rutland. The Green Party's Rick Wilson won, ahead of the Tory candidate Richard Foster, by just 13 votes. And how did he squeak to victory in the true blue heart of Rutland? Well, according to the local paper, the Rutland and Stamford Mercury, new Green councillor Wilson believes his, quote, clear opposition to the proposed Mallard Pass solar farm development helped him to victory. Yes, the paper wrote that Wilson said that whilst he believes in renewable energy, he is against the colossal size of the solar farm. It's going to envelop the area where I live. It almost circles the village, and it is just going to be overwhelming, Councillor Wilson, 57, said. Well, unless we're going to go back to a pre-electric society, we have to get our energy from somewhere. Either oil and gas, which most people now accept we should move away from, or from nuclear energy, which the Green Party implacably opposes, or massive solar farms, wind farms, and the associated energy storage, which the Green Party has opposed on the basis of land use. It boggles the mind. Yes, this is the party that opposes domestic flights, but also is leading opposition to new train lines. It's hard to reach anything other than the conclusion that the Green Party simply wants to reverse the Industrial Revolution. Judging by their actions in an ideal green society, we might as well be intermittent to no electricity and no significant travel. Now, I had hoped to get the Green Party to respond to these points. However, they didn't reply to my production team when they asked if a spokesperson might be available. So the offer to the party remains open, but until then, it's hard to judge Green policy on anything other than the words and actions of their representatives. From the litter-strewn Brighton Council to railway infrastructure opposition, nuclear power opposition, and now large solar farm opposition too. It begs the question, are there any workable, reliable, significant or specific energy solutions that the Green Party actually supports? Well, I'll wait to hear back.